Live again. Let's see if now I can see comments. Nobody knows. It's up in the air. Blah, blah, blah. We've restarted the show. Restart. Let's go to YouTube. Oh my goodness. Thought we were just going to have an easy peasy show today. After the success of yesterday's show. Okay, this one, freshly speared halibut. Okay, comments are, there they are. I have them now. Hello all. Hello all. Should pop up now. Give myself a thumbs up. Boom, boom. Okay, here we go. We've just started right over again. Let's get cracking. What we have here is today's speared halibut. It is 13 pounds, 10 ounces. It was killed about an hour and a half ago. It is 33 and a half inches long. We will be putting its blood sample in the box right here. Season of Dexter halibut, Seawolf style. So we will be taking some blood samples from it. Let's take a minute for a beer. Oh, I had to restart my show and everything. We will be doing 100% sustainability on this. We are going to collect the leather from this. We are going to collect the fins off it for making earrings or pinums, just like this one. This is from a 75 pound one I got up in Alaska. Okay, so that is what I do. Or you can make earrings out of them. One's a white side, one's a gray side. This is what I do. I do this all summer long, and then when this is over, I switch over to lobster. You can see those lobsters around us. Let's hit it up on the ceiling a little bit more so you can check out the crustaceans on the ceiling. Dancing on the ceiling. Compliments to the brewery. Compliments to the brewery. So what this is this is a California halibut. And they're not as big as the ones up in Alaska. Those are Pacific. Here we go. Let's start cutting it here. What I'd like to do is God, look at, there's the blood already. I'm very excited. What I like to do is, this one's narrower face. I wonder if this is a female or male. We're about to find out. What I like to do is I like to do one fillet instead of cutting it down the middle and then go like this. It's very easy, and then go this way. I like to keep the skin. What do I do with the skin? I make products. I make hats. I make shoes. Air Force One. We call them Sea Force Ones. And yeah, so that's what that happens there. Cheers, everybody. Here we go. Let's get to cracking. I'm going to stand up for this. Let's raise her up. So this one was shot in, God, what was I, 29 feet of water. I have the video. The video will come out. You'll see it tomorrow. You will see in the next couple videos, you're going to see my next video out in a couple hours will be I had 6 of them last week. So, all right, here we go. Let's turn it sideways. That just makes it easier for me. Put your finger right in here. Take your knife, go right down the edge. It's been on ice since I killed it. And then when you get right to its last fin, that's where I like to go over and down. And what I'm going to do with this fin is I'm going to trophy it up like that. And we're going to put the date on it where it was killed, and 33 inches, 13 pounds, 10 ounces will all be written on here. That's the white side of the tail. That's the gray side of the tail. So with 100% sustainability, that's what you get. This is one from last year. This was a 10-pound one. This is the gray side. That's the white side. And that's what I killed on 4/24, 2024 last year. Just made it into a magnet. Boom. All right, let's keep going. Oh, nice female. I just cut through the egg sac. Okay. She's a female. So you just want to get on top of the ribs and just go work your way all the way down. Oh, the liver looks good though. I might eat that tonight. Yeah, that's a nice liver. So here's the egg sac. 100% sustainability. My chickens will eat these. They love them. You can also eat them. You can smoke them. You can do a whole bunch with them. You can bake them. See what it had in its stomach. Nothing. It was starving. Poor little baby. All right. The liver looks really good, so I'm going to keep this. Let me get that out of there. There's its liver right there for consumption. Let's get all this goop up. Oh, yeah. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're just filleting it in one piece. Get all the way to the center of the bone. Come on, all the way down. You've already made this first cut. So now the meat will actually just pull down. And you just get on the other side and you just go along. There it is. You can hear it. Very nicely done. Now the meat is just pulling off because of the weight of the fillet. So it comes all the way, it just gets it right to, I learned that last year when I wanted to start protecting the skin from my kills. And that is one fillet right there. That is probably 5 pounds of meat. Put that right there. If you missed any of the meat, you can come back like this. This is what I use for my dog food, is the skin meat. All right, now that we have that, let's take the stomach out. That'll go to the chickens, 100% sustainability. There's a blood sample right there. That's what I'm going to go for right here. This will be my blood sample, so let me get that going. Next. Very excited about the blood sample. It's the most exciting part on the whole fish at this point for me. Okay, let's write what she is. It's a she. And we will write. Today is the 15th, 6/15, and it was 13 pounds, 10 ounces. And it was 33.5 inches long. Okay, now let's get our little blood sample. Ooh. Right. You don't need that big a one, just right there. Boom. Nicely done. Oh, there it is. What a beautiful thing. Let me show it to you guys. Boom, it's official. There she is. Okay, number 14 for the season. We are going for over 100 this season. Don't worry, everything gets eaten. Let me move this over. Number 14. And there she is. Dexter of the ocean. Oh, I love that sound. I can't wait till I have 50 of them. All right. Like I said, I can get 2 a day. I live 15 minutes from the dive site where these things are just absolutely plentiful. So, 100% sustainability. Don't get mad. I'm looking for worms. Doesn't look like this one has any worms. That is good to know. And let's flip her over, clean up the other side, and let's make the other fillet perfect. Get some gloves on. Oh, cheers. Martin, cheers. What is that, a fish? Yes, it is a halibut. What are you taking blood samples for? I don't know, Martin, if you ever watched Dexter, but you know how he had all of his victims? He had a blood sample? Well, that's what I've kind of been doing here. Actually, it's research. I have all the dates, I have the size, and I have the poundage. And then all of them have their DNA in here that I've killed in chronological order. Just something to have fun with, I guess. No, right. Oh, cheek meat. Wasted its cheek. I gotta stop wasting its cheek. I'm gonna start shooting it right here. Just killing them right there. I'll start aiming for there. They don't move for me. They move for everybody else. For me, they enjoy me shooting them. They get honored when I shoot them. I believe. I mean, that's what I say in my head. I don't know if that's true. Okay, so what I do is I just they have a lot of slime on them. Why they have slime is so they can, that's how they disguise themselves with the sand and rocks and whatever terrain they're on. All right, so we'll be taking the fin here. And we'll be making some kind of beautiful thing out of that. So we have the kidney, we have the skin meat, we have the fillet. We're going to have the skin after we get these off. What a beautiful markings on its tail. Look at that. I mean, that's going to be a nice little trophy for me right there. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. Here we go. We go all the way down. Come on up, all the way up, and then right up to the head. Now we can take this and we can just turn it, and now we have, you can make fish head soup out of this now. Hang on. Fish head soup. I'm going to get the ear bones out of here. They have 2 ear bones. Why do I want ear bones? I'm going to make a puka necklace out of all the ones I kill. I'm going to have over 200 ear bones if I have 100 fish. So at the end of the season, I will retain all of the heads. Some of them I will keep as trophies. I have some in there. Let's see, do I have one that I can grab and show you? No, it's all in there. Screw it. Okay, so this is quite exciting. Oh, golly. Hang on. Finland, say hi. Hi! And was there another one? Hang on. Yum. Thank you. Thank you, the ever-loving outdoors. Yep, I was outdoors today. This is what I did. Well, I do this every day. You know, during halibut season, buddies that travel about 3 hours sometimes and then come on my boat. These are all from the shore. I'm sure better exercise for me. I don't have to do CrossFit. Listen, I'm cheating. I have things on. I get it. But I got to walk down to the beach. Then I got to walk to the spot where I want to go in, which is on the sand with heavy tanks and weight belt. Today the surface was warm, 61, and then you get underneath, and as soon as we hit 12 feet, you could just feel it. It was like brain freeze. You could feel the thermocline. Anyway, this is a flatfish. This is the white side never sees sun. That's why it's white. The gray side is sees everything, and they disguise themselves. So this is a sought after fish. You can see the beauty of it, white with a line right down the middle, and then it turns gray. Beautiful fish, beautiful fish. There's the tongue. Look at that tongue. All right, let's quit messing around with the tongue. All right, let's stand back up. Let's get this fillet done. So basically, you just take your knife in the beginning and you just work it straight down in a line here. And then what you want to do is just take the edge of your knife and go straight down. You want as much of this wing meat as you can. I know how to get it off afterwards, but get as much of it as you can off. Okay, this I'm just going to cut. Now I messed up there. There we go. As soon as you get past that last fin, go over the top and then come up like that. Now what we're going to do is just come back and we are just going to take it all the way down. Halibut's a very easy fish to fillet. I used to fillet it in 4 quarters. Now I don't do that anymore. Listen to that. That's that. There it is. Nicely done. Now, this meat will now start being pulled down, and you just start heading down the backside. It's a very fun fish to fillet. Now they do have, these are where their organs are, so they do have rib bones right here. So you just kind of work around the rib bones. So only if you're, and so when you eat this meat, you were eating pure meat without bones in it, if you do it right. Okay, now we are to the fin part. Stick through. Now, if there are going to be worms, it'll be normally in the bottom side right here. Hang on, I'll show you in a second. Now, I also need the tail for a trophy. I'll cut it right here and right here. Now we got the tail. Boom. This part is a wonderful part. I will use compliments of the brewery. I'll use its spine for jewelry. I have a necklace here of my biggest one. Last year, 43 pounds. So, let me get this over here real quick. Alrighty. So let me clean all this up, and then we will be able to fillet off the meat. And then we're moving quite quickly through a lot today. Oh, delicious. Okay, we're done with the pin. Let's get a Ziploc baggie for all the extras. Oh no. Hang on. Love, did you buy the bigger Ziplocs? Alright, I'll just do parchment paper. I don't have any of the big Ziploc bags. So I'll just do parchment paper till tomorrow. those I'm eating tonight. That's the liver. Okay, let me get, what else do I need? Let me get one more thing. Oh man, what a bizarre show. I think we got everything now. I think we're more organized, a little bit more organized. Let's get that down there. Let's get this cleaned up. Beautiful. All right, we'll come right back to this after we clean up everything. Perfect, right there. We'll eat that tonight. I'm pretty excited. This is victim number 14, if you're counting. Victim number 14. Their slime protects them from diseases. When you catch them on the rod and reel, you should handle them with a wet towel. Very good information. I did not know that. I thought it was more for hiding or for putting sand on them and stuff. Thank you, Martin. Handle with care, especially if you have a undersized one that you're going to throw back, or if you're just catching and releasing. Why catch and release if you're actually going to wound the animal, according to Martin, and I believe what Martin's saying. So, very useful information. Thank you, Martin. I will put one down for this process. I don't need the whole table. So, like I said, this is a daily occurrence. I'll be out there again tomorrow. I might come back with 2. I might come back with 1. What's up, little thumper? Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Let's lock this down with one of these. And, okay, boom. A drink. Let's just take a minute and have a cheers to everybody. What a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, here we go. Let's get the skin off this. Let's just keep going with our show. Gloves back on. We'll do the white side first. No, we'll do the gray side first because it's sitting right here. Oh, God. Here's the little video clip card. So like I said, I was going to put out a video for Father's Day. What happened it's 5 minutes long, of the 6 kills that I did last week. Sorry, from 6/11 to 6/14. I got my last one on Father's Day, had the most beautiful skin I've ever seen. I'm going to make it into C-Force 1 shoes. These are the lobster edition. That will be the halibut edition. So that skin with the yellow in it, it looked like a rattlesnake. I mean, it really did. Just a real unique design that I've never seen before. All right. So, if you're going to be trying to take the skin, make sure this flap is not up when you are filleting it. Otherwise, you'll cut right through it. So both sides like that. Put her down like that. I'm gonna just run. Where did the paper towels go? Here they are. Ah! Now what I like doing is just running my fingers all the way down. I am not doing 4 sides here. I'm doing one fillet, but I do them in sections, right? This right here, this was where the gut sack is. This is the bottom, or where the guts are. This fillet right here is the most best meat on this fish. So if you're going to be cooking, this is, and trying to impress your special person, I don't care what it is, this is the one you want to show them and serve to them. So, you can argue with me if you want. I don't care. I know. I killed way too many. I processed way too many to argue with anybody. I will be getting a halibut tattoo. I should have already had it, but I've just been a busy man. We have lobster season, and the halibut season started way too early for me. I didn't expect it to be like this so quick. All right, let's get it. Let's take our knife and let's sharpen it. Just real quick. All right, here we go. What I like to do here, pardon me. What I like to do here is I like to do just a nice little cut. Do not cut all the way down. Do not cut all the way down. What is that? That's a bone. Wow. Some rib bones right there. Look at that. I messed up. I'm normally a lot better than this. Okay. Don't worry, this is going to the chickens. Make sure I got them all. Okay. So you just want to go all the way down, not to the skin. Turn your knife and go ahead and go all the way down, and now you can just go all the way back. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful fillets right there. Perfect for fish tacos. Now you're saying you missed some meat. Don't worry, this is all the omega meat that I use for my dogs. So then you just come back now that you can see it and you won't make a mistake, and you just scrape off the rest. What am I going to do with the skin, you say? I'm going to make leather products. I'm going to make shoes. I'm going to make hats. So, and this right here is the best meat out there. It is the wing meat, and it's better than anything else. It's better than your cheek meat and everything else. Here we go. Nice little cut here. Okay, nice. All the way through. Don't hit the skin. Now what I like to do here is, this one's a medium sized. So I'll turn it this way. I'll drag it this way. And look at that. Look at that right there, guys, huh? Beautiful fillets. Beautiful fillets. Same thing. What you're going to do here now, I'll just show you. You can just fillet it real quick, or you can do what I'm doing and just get all weird with it. And now you just take your knife and run it back down right to the skin. And that is the omega. That's what the dogs is best for your dogs. I have 3 English bulldogs, and we make their own food. We make their own treats. Now, this isn't the final. We scrape that too. All this meat has to come off in order to make leather. So, get myself a nice little pile here. Let's clean this up right here. These are going to be some more bones in here, right here. These are the rib bones that I was talking about. And if there's worms, this is where they would be. All fish have worms. Don't start freaking out on me now. Chickens will get that. All right. All the way up. Now what we're going to do is the same thing. We're just going to lay it out. Make it flat. And then we have a nice fillet right there, which I will immediately, this is a nice little piece to be ground up. This is that top sirloin that I was talking about. So this right here is exactly what you would want to eat if you're going to eat this fish. All right. Now what we're going to do is just clean this up a little bit. Get some of that skin meat off. We'll come back to this side. Same thing. Beautiful skin meat right from the skin. So, okay. So this meat we'll scrape in a minute. We're just going to clean this up. We'll place that right there. We'll get back to that in a second. Do a little clean job real quick. Ooh, cruising right through this thing. What a beautiful day. Got a little bit of sun. Got to meet some nice people on the beach that's never seen a halibut before. It's fun when you're at the beach and all the beach goers and you walk out, because normally on my boat and they don't know what's happening out there. All right, let's get this white side going. Same thing, make a nice little cut right here. Then turn your knife. I'm going to pull it just a little bit. And then you got some nice tail meat right there. Perfect. Same thing. You can clean it up if you want right now. Just take it down and get all that skin of meat off. Oh my God, that's so good for the dogs. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Now we're going to flip it back the other way. And we're just going to keep proceeding down like we did on the other one. Cut it right here. These fillets will be a little bit bigger. Grab here. Take your knife. Beautiful fillet. Beautiful fillet. Some nice skin meat for the pups. The other side. Beautifully done. Okay. This will all be ground up. If you've been watching, I take it and I put it through a grinder, and then I make halibut hamburgers meat with it. Anything you make with a hamburger, you can make with halibut meat. Now, a lot of people wouldn't do it because it's $79 a pound here in California. I don't know what it else is elsewhere, but it's free for me. Or it's not free. You need a fishing license, but you can get over 100 a season, and then you just switch to lobster. It's a pretty good life I have, shall we say. All right, so we'll finish the rest off just by cutting straight through. Here we go. Beautiful. This is the top sirloin, but on the bottom, this is the one you would give to a friend you like better than the ones you would give this side to. However you want to take that. Now, if you're going to be keeping this in your freezer for the winter, then you cannot take the skin all the way off. You have to, in California, if you live here in California, you have to do a 1 inch by 1 inch. I know a pro when I see one. All right, thank you, sir. Or maybe you're making fun of me. I don't know, but thank you. This is a daily occurrence for me. Right now, I'm just entertaining myself. I just did 6 last week. I'm allowed to have 2 a day. Today I got 1. And what a thing of beauty right there. Boom. Nice piece of meat. We got to scrape this in a second. We'll finish the show with scraping. Take the bloodline out. Give it to the chickens. Right here, this nice piece right here. I can feel the bones. These are the rib bones, so we'll go right here. Chickens can have that. Do a nice straight cut with it. And there's another nice fillet right there. I feel a bone right here. You can see the rib bones here. I'll show you. There they are right there. So those are what protect the ribs. Or not, those are the ribs that protect the organs. They have all their organs in a front little pocket up front. Okay. We got the dog meat here. We have dog meat ready to go from ones yesterday, so I'm just going to mix that in with that, and I will grind that up probably tomorrow morning for my show. And then we have these nice fillets that are going to go to the CDF fire department right down the road here, and they can do whatever they want with them. I don't bargain, I don't trade, I don't do anything, I just give away. You're allowed in California to only give it away or eat it yourself. Those are your options. Unless you have a commercial license. I refuse to get a commercial license. I don't need one. I don't need money for this. I have other businesses that I make plenty of money at. This is just my lunch break, right? Pull over, put your wetsuit on, go shoot a couple halibut, go back to work, boom, come home, have a beer, meet new friends on the internet, and just have a joyous life. And that is exactly what I'm doing. Put this all in here. We'll get this in the refrigerator just so it stays nice and cool. You always, my fish, as soon as I walk up from shore, I have a cooler in the back of my truck, an ice chest, and I put them straight on ice. The best thing you can do for any fish is putting it right into an ice bath. And if you want to argue about that with me, go ahead. Argue to yourself. I'm not going to listen to your nonsense. Okay, let me get rid of this and we'll start scraping the skin. Whew, got a little warm. Alrighty. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to scrape away here. This is the final countdown. So for this, you can take your knife one last time and really go to town. Careful about catching an edge. But this is all great skin meat for your dogs. Right here. This is exactly where the omegas are. Right against the, I mean, I guess they're in all the meat, but this is what everybody throws away. So when you're throwing this away, I'm keeping it, and I'm making dog products with it for my pups. Okay, so let's get to scraping. Where is the scraper? There it is. So this is the final product, and then from here it goes into a solution, and then in, let's see, one, two. It goes into a solution, and then it takes about 3 weeks, and then you have leather. I'll show you in a second what it will look like after 3 weeks. This is the omegas. This gets grind up with the other meat for the pups. I didn't invent this. This has been going on for centuries and centuries. The native people is what turned me on to it on YouTube. And if you do it right, this is what it's going to look like. Another successful surgery. You're a champion. Thank you, Martin. Okay, hang on, Martin. Let me show the average folks what it's going to look like after it's tanned. This is a halibut that it was probably just about the same size, right? Yeah, it is. It was a little bit smaller. But you're gonna have some shrinkage unless you really pin it out. But as you can see, it's leather. No smell, and it's leather. So that's what I'm gonna go with this. You get enough leather, they can make jackets, they can make whatever they want for you. I personally want I want shoes, and I want a Crocodile Dundee vest that I can have gray on one side, or maybe I do white on this side and gray on this side and white on that side and gray on that side on the back. I don't know. I haven't really designed it yet, but I will, and I'll figure it out. So let me throw some gloves back on. Whew. Let's just take a break. We'll take a break right after this is done. Hang on. I'll answer questions if there's any. I didn't have as big a show as I did last night, but thank you for watching. If you can, subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, I do it every night. Tomorrow I might have 2 halibut, I might have 1, I might have none. But I will be able to catch up on projects if I have none. Let's just say it that way. Okay, so this we'll just lay right out. Now we have something to grab as we work our way down. Don't worry, all that skin is the best skin. That goes to my dogs. Now you can take your knife and clean it up real quick. There we go, get that off. Okay, back to scraping. You use fingers. So now that this is done, this can go into the solution, which I'm going to do. I just started another batch with about 50 skins in them. Now remember, you get skins from the top and bottom, so I get 2 skins out of every fish, right? So if I kill 100 fish, I have 200 skins. Some of the skins, I leave the meat on, and I buy the dog bones, the cheaper dog bones, the bully sticks, and then I wrap it when it's like this. If you wrap it on right now, it'll adhere to that, and then let it dry, and then your dogs will have fish skin for a treat. Now cats can too. There's no bones involved with this. There's, like I said, I'm not a cat person, but I know there are cat people out there, so this will go right here. Let's do a little cleanup real quick. Let's take the paste, the gooey paste. I love the gooey paste. This just all gets ground up when I ground it up into a hamburger. So you won't even, it's all just gets grounded together, mixed and ground together. So if you just got here, like I said, and you like this, please, if you want to watch the fish get shot, that's most of my videos. If it's not halibut season, then it's lobster season. As you can see, I take apart the lobsters just like I take apart these fish. 100% sustainability. You can't yell at me anymore for ruining the environment or this or that or global warming. I'm not the guy. I'm also not the guy that killed your grandma on COVID because I didn't wear a mask. I mean, maybe I did. I don't know. Your grandma was deep inside a cave somewhere, though, so how could have I? Shelter in place. Hope that worked out for everybody. All right. Now, all we have is this side, the gray side. We'll start up top this time and work our way down. Make sure all it's evenly spread out. Like I said, if you want, take the knife, get yourself some beautiful skin there. Skin meat. That has a bone in it, goes to the chickens. 100% sustainability all the way through, even with the chickens. I mean, if you throw it back in the ocean, it's 100% sustainability, but you know, the kids need to see it and hear it over and over again. Makes them feel better. Makes them relax a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's just get to scraping. I'll start with the middle so you can see a different kind of look. You'll see it. did it that way so we can look at it a little bit differently now. That's kind of what you're going for, that middle section right there. Now, oh, that works good. Yeah, yeah. That right there. That's what we're going for. All right, let's finish the top. Oh, man. They just love us. You're absolutely right. Okay. You've got it. This is the most important part because the more meat you get off of here, the easier tanning process goes. That's what I've learned over time. Time, oh, give me time. All right, just a little bit more down here. Nicely done. Nice little lovin', curling, lovin', 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 lovin'. And now we just have just this tail end right there. Tail end. Just the tail end right there. This skin is going to be beautiful. Just going to be beautiful on something. I don't know, maybe a headband, something. For your ladies. Can you imagine? She comes out in a thong that looks like this. God damn, that would be fun. Take the knife and get that extra off right there. Spread her out. Spread her out. And that is almost a wrap. And that, my friends, is a wrap. A boom, a boom. We have a fish that was caught. Let me slow down here. I left my house at 12. I was back out of the. Hang on, let me get my chair and let me get one more beer and we'll talk real quick. Is this process done? So here, I'll break it down. I was, let me make sure I don't have any comments. Just like little. Yeah, cats are. All right. I left my house. I got up like at 5:30. Did my work. There was an incident somewhere, so I had to go do that. A little bit extra time there, but fuck it. And then my buddy goes, "Hey, meet me in the parking lot at 12. I'm like, no, I'm not going to meet you in the parking lot at 12. I'll leave my house at 12. It takes 40 minutes to get to this particular dive site. 15 is to get to my area where I can get to anytime I want, any day I want. So I will hit 100 halibut, no problem. Yeah, and I'm blind as a bat down there, but I just have spidey sense for these motherfuckers. I don't know. I mean, I'm blind as a bat, and you watch my videos. You see, you try to see them before I do. I always make this really terrible grunt. It goes, ugh, underwater. Now, this video that's coming out next in a couple hours, it's 5 minutes, and it's me talking to you underwater how to do it right. Take it for how it is. Tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Numbers say different. Sustainability says that's what I'm doing. No more of that bullshit, kids. Or to the people telling the kids that I'm a terrible person. Stop it. Narcissistic, I don't know. If this is narcissistic because I'm going out and making sure I have fun in my day. I live here in California where everybody's fucking just a nutcase. Except for Martin, of course. Anyway, I say this to him. I'm like, listen, I'm going to leave my house at 12 so I can listen to your saltwater guide, Dave. He's up in Alaska right now. I miss Alaska. I didn't go in, I normally go in May. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go this year. It just means I didn't go in May. And the way I go to Alaska is if you enjoyed listening to Dave, Dave had all the comforts. He had a bed to sleep in. He had a bathroom, a shower, food being prepared for him. When I go to Alaska, it's normally peanut butter and jelly during the day with bananas, you know, do the Elvis Presley one. And then at night, steaks and fish and scallops and whatever we get underwater. I normally bring some lobster up there. So one night we have lobsters. Dungeness crab up there, you can get 10 a day or whatever. It's 10 here. I don't know what it is up there. You just need 2 or 3 or 4 for our party of five guys, right? And gals. But where it's different from Dave's is there's no showers. There is a shower. I apologize. Hang on. There is a shower. Scary shower. It's an urchin boat. It's not for hire or anything like that. You're not going to go on it. Don't ask. And we just hang out and have the best times of our lives. And I mean, all my buddies bring sleeping bags. I already have stuff left up on that boat. 850 thread count. I only had to take it once. My diving weights, I only had to take once. You take them in on carry-ons. You can have 50 pounds of whatever you want to carry on. Now, I carried on 50 pounds of stuff that I'm going to leave up there. When I come back, now my bag's full of 50 pounds. Sure, you can pay for the shipping to get all that fish back. That's going to cost you a couple thousand, honestly. Well, where are they going to ship it to? I know how to have a bulk pallet shipped to me for $150. Bulk pallet, you can put whatever you want that fits on the pallet. They don't go by weight. They do on the planes, of course. You gotta weigh in and shit. The cargo planes. All I'm saying is my trip, I'm not comparing my trip to Dave's trip. Dave's trip is the best thing you can do wherever he's at, in my opinion. Self-guided means you get to go do whatever you want. I was listening to Dave, and you only can have one lingcod, and they caught a 60-pound lingcod that hitchhiked up on another fish. It happens all the time. A 60-pound lingcod. Now, my beautiful fucking lingcods that I got in the season were trophy lingcods, 21 pounds in my area. I went out on Martin's birthday, right? A dude was in the hospital or getting out. I can't remember, but he's an older dude. And I remember processing those lingcots, and those lingcots are going to be my shoes, my next shoes. I'm going to go down and pick them up in San Diego with my new spear gun. Those shoes are going to be made out of the lingcod that I killed on Jordan's birthday. And then Jordan couldn't drink, so I drank sake. Remember, I drank the eggs, the egg sacs. I kept them. I am going to get sponsored. Yeah, sponsorship. I'm going to get sponsored by a barbecue that has a smoker on it. Okay? I'm in negotiations. Been in it for like 3 months. It's the dumbest thing. But I have those eggs, and as soon as I get that smoker, I'm going to bake them. Or smoke them, however the fuck you're supposed to eat them. They've been flash frozen, don't worry. If there's any parasites or anything terrible in them, they've been flash frozen. There are worms in every fish you catch. I don't care if you want to argue with me or not, and parasites. Halibut lay on the bottom, so know what you're doing if you're going to eat it raw. I suggest not. If you are, flash freeze it, just like your tuna. When it comes back and it's all processed and chopped up and vacuum sealed, you know, the trips you pay to go out and you've caught your 2 tuna a day. Now, what are you going to do with 400 pounds of tuna meat? I know people are like, oh my God, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Shut up. My buddies and me party like rock stars. We throw it at each other like bologna. Halibut's $79 a pound, and I'm feeding it to my bulldogs. I made bulldogs treats out of them, and they're. Let me show you. I'm pretty proud of this. They don't even have to be in the refrigerator. I mean, look at what my bulldogs get. Now I did a couple with hearts. That is 100%. That right there. Look at the heart. Martin, how about that heart? You give that to your bulldog, and it's like my bulldogs are my kids, right? So now I'm holding it in my mouth, and they're licking it. Another one. This has nothing in it. Like my sausages, I put stuff in it, right? The cheeses and the spices and stuff. This is 100% pure halibut. What does it taste like? It tastes like a rubber fish. Ugh. And my bulldogs? Oh, okay. I know I just made that noise, and you're like, why are you doing it then? Give it to a cat or a bulldog. There's no bones in that at all. That is 100% original content that's coming out. So, thank you, YouTube, for yesterday. What did I talk to? I talked to a whole bunch of new people. I got 7 new subscribers, 1 unsubscribed, so okay. I'm not for everybody. I will say it straight out of the boat, right? But I am having fun in life. And on the way to having fun, if you stop having fun, in my brain, you're dead. And I don't want to die. Nobody thought I'd live to be where I am, including my mother. And I'm rocking it. And today I walked out on that beach. The viz was terrible. So if you're going to ask right now, I'm walking in from shore. So there might be great viz out past 25 feet. I wouldn't know. I'm hunting in 20 to 15 feet. They say, why don't you just free dive for them? You won't see them, and you won't see the whites that are next to you. They're not big whites. They're the juveniles. But fuck, you see an 8-foot juvenile, that's considered a juvenile up until 12 feet. You see anything over 6 foot that's a white, that's a juvenile? Please. Stop with the comments. Do you see them? Fuck no, you feel them. They're all around you. You better have spidey sense when you're in there. As a matter of fact, listen, if I'm getting my gear on in the parking lot, This dude walks by me and my buddy. And he goes, hope you don't see the tax man. Me and my buddy looked at each other. He thought he was gonna. Oh my god. Most people would be like, do you think they're out there? Yeah, they're out there. Taste the water. If it has salt in it, great whites are in it. If it's from all the way down, they don't even leave my area. Why would they leave it? They have an unlimited supply of another federally protected sea lion. I fight with them both. Sea lions, I'm up to 22-0. I will not be their bitch. A white? They've never turned on me. They've turned on my friends. My friend had to hit one twice. It was his own goddamn fault. He shot a halibut, it came in. Left. Knew what he was. It's like, whoa. Did the same thing. I'm like, how big was that thing? He said, I don't know. Could have been fucking 10. It could have been 8 feet. It could have been 6 feet. It's big as a bus. That's what he said. Big as a bus. You think of yourself in one of those little metro cars, right? That's what we are to them. And you think of a big city bus. And this thing doesn't want anything to do with this thing. If you're free diving, they want you because they think you're their favorite goddamn meal. If they get one of those, it's like having a trophy halibut from you, right? They get one of those, they go, oh fuck, look at this. Now I'm in. Hey, you know what? I got a seal. I'm not into the halibut anymore. This is what they eat. They eat halibut. So when you shoot them, you ring their dinner bell because they come to blood and they come to this vibration, I believe. I'm not a biologist. I've only done this for 20 years and I know what brings them in and what doesn't. Shark shields, do they work? I don't know. I only turn it on when I'm coming up. I want one of them to turn on me. I'm fucking it up. I'm standing my ground. I'm allowed to. If I go to Gavin Newsom's court here in California, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get the death penalty. And I will protest it. I will protest it. So I don't have more than 20 years. You go for death row. That's like killing everybody and everything. By the time it's all over, you got 20 years to think about it before they actually do anything, right? They give you your own cell. They give you a TV. You make friends with the guards. My uncle is one of them. And you just have the best life you can in your little cage. Big cages. It's not like a normal cell. It's the bigger ones. I think it's 10 foot by 10 foot. Some places even give you pets. God, could you imagine? I go to jail for killing a fucking white. And I get life, and I'm in there, and I request a bulldog. I'm in California. I'm a great, maybe I wasn't a great dad. I don't know. It's out there. Kids ain't talking to me. Father's Day, 4 years in a row. Nobody knows what I did, except for didn't want to be with a person. I didn't want to be with a woman. That's it. It's my only crime. I left. Kids grew up loving me, wanting to live with me. Daughter came and lived with me. And then went back to the person that has some weird fucking issues. It's on her. Narcissist, I guess. But last night, I told my wife, I mean, I'm doing this 7 days a week. I'm killing it. This is unheard of. These fishes are trophy fishes, and I bring them and I slab them down every goddamn day. You ask any kayak fisherman that gets a 22-inch one, sometimes they even risk that goddamn ticket. Kayakers, they're in 15 to 25. The one I got today was 29 feet. Late shower. They are in the shallows. They want the warmer water. If you know where to look for them, you can watch my videos. You can share me out to your friends that want to get one of these things. I'm doing this every day. Mostly 2. It'll only get to 2 because they only get May. You're not even supposed to have them. Shit, fuck, whatever kills my algorithm. Here you go. You're not supposed to have them. Well, I was in a slump because the last one I killed was 5. Fuck. I'll have to go back and look at the video. I think it's 5'11". 5'10", 5'9". Yeah, 5'11". You tell me. No, I hunted in a month. Shut up. Doesn't matter. Let's just get here. 6'11". I go out. That was last week. Got it. My biggest one of the season. A 22.14 ounce. Almost a 23-pound halibut. Okay? I said, this is too good to be true. I tell my buddy. He goes, I saw one that was over 50 pounds. Listen, he's not like me. Was it over 50 pounds? It's a fish story. Doesn't wear a GoPro and doesn't fucking, well, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm not saying anything. Good guy. I'd like to dive with him. Saw 50 plus. He's seen a 42 one on my boat. He's killed it and brought it up. That's a story in itself. Float lines. People lose these things all the time, and this guy did 10 things to lose it, including a shark coming up and eating it, or a sea lion. There was a lot of work to get that 40-something plus pound one up on my boat. Anyway, I'm up to 14. And I do this every day. So this is what my lives are going to be like. Here's the problem. I'm going to get hate from the global warming people. From the people that are sponsored by China. Don't get mad at it. It just is what it is. Don't worry. You don't have to yell at them for me. I got it. My new thing is I ask them, I'm like, kind of a shame that, he didn't tell you about his cancer. He didn't just get it. It's metastasized. So it's fucking like 4 years in. My uncle had it. I know what happens. You ignore your signs and you say, it's not me, it's not me. It is. It's just getting worse and worse. Something that could be a surgery maybe. Maybe a fucking round of chemo. Know what you're dealing with if you're built like me and you just want to hide everything, health-wise. Everything else is out in the open. I got no fucking struggles. I mentioned my kids don't talk to me. I'm a narcissist. Didn't even know what it was. Didn't care. I got all my court files. I'm the only guy that saved them. I couldn't believe the bullshit I was going through with an ex, right? Just hatred. Why? Why all the hatred? Why am I not getting a Father's Day call? After she's moved on with another dude, beautiful man. And I've moved on. Why pit kids against the next parent? If they did something wrong, then goddamn say it. Don't get on here and lightfoot it, Emily. You want to be successful. My numbers are there. This is a walk in the park for me because this is an industry where you have to pay to play. Last night I proved that wrong. Can I entertain you? Absolutely. Will I entertain you? Absolutely. It's a shit show. I'm going to kill things here in Liberal Land, California. And I'm talking, this is where all the money is. There's a reason why I'm under investigation. I'm not anymore. We were joking in the parking lot for Father's Day. So those lobsters, spiders on your ceiling, those are lobsters, and I've grabbed them myself. I can't sell them because I grabbed them. If somebody paid me to do that, I could do it that way. But California law, that's my art right there. That's true art. Fish Art kicked me out of their groups and says I can't promote my videos there. Why not? If this is not fucking fish art, if that's not fucking leather, if this is, I'm wearing what I kill. Are you? Plus, it's very fashionable. The old people don't know, but these fucking shoes that are one of one, as soon as you take all the tags off and put your tags on there, they're $50,000 a piece. They're like your husband's if you're a woman that's old. Remember your husband with a Rolex? Maybe he's dead, heart attack, or fucking whatever. Rolex, right? Kids' shoes are their Rolex. I figured it out. Have I gone crazy? I don't fucking know. I just know I went out and killed a fucking beautiful fish today. I took it apart. I now don't have to worry about if the most expensive dog chip out there that you can buy, I now can give my 3 bulldogs for free. Well, it's $59 a year or $69, whatever my fucking thing is. I'm not after the meat. That's why I give it to anybody and everybody. That's going to go to the fire department that protects us out here in the forest. They don't ask for it. I just show up and say, can I take pictures with my bulldog on the front of your thing? If there's a fire, I keep my area clean. And I have a fire hydrant right out in front of my house. This is going to be party fucking central. I will go out in the morning while they're fighting the fires, and I will cook for them every night fresh fish, man. Because I'm going to be out partying. Unless it's close to my house, then I got to fucking stay and fight it. I'm that guy. Here's what happens when that happens is looters come in, right? But the people that stay at their houses and fight and clean their yards and are 50-50? I don't know. I'm a scuba diver. I'll jump in the goddamn pool with my gear. I got an hour to be under there. That thing's, if it's moving, it's moving. It's fucking gone in less than 10 minutes, wiping everything out except for pools. See sea wolf down there just. I got a pond here. God knows what's in that thing. I keep that thing full though. I'll just sink myself to the bottom. Everything will be just gone. I'll come up in an hour. Sure, it's gross down there. I don't know, I don't know what's down there. It's my pond. Matter of fact, I'm keeping my, for some reason I live in nature and my house doesn't get touched by coyotes or, well, okay, listen, I'm bragging. My cat got eaten by a mountain lion, so I have to take this back. I thought it was going to be brilliant. They don't come around my property. I throw fish out for them. I don't even put it in my kill shed for the beetles, the spines. You just throw it out there. We got these vultures. I throw them in like in the middle of the berry bushes. So most animals don't want to fucking get hurt and their eyes poked and this and that to try to come get these. It's actually genius. Got a beautiful video of it too coming up. They're working right now. The last couple I've just thrown right on my pond. Now it does smell, it does. It goes through about an 8-day process of death. It's terrible. That's why I don't keep them here. I'm just seeing what critters come around. Looks like my bulldogs are doing their job. And those are my kids. So why wouldn't I give them the most healthiest food out there? I've been grinding all this up, trying to come up with some great new invention. And when I can feed my dogs nature, this is nature at its best. Argue all you want, tell me I'm not sustainable. But when you could, let me find a heart. When you could fucking give your fucking pet the omega. You saw me scrape it earlier. The omega chips. Throw the eggs in there. Throw the kidney in there. Throw it through the grinder. It doesn't taste like the eggs, man. I love eggs on the top, the little crunchy things on top of sushi. My wife doesn't. My half gets them. Her half doesn't. Split a plate. Half is cheap. Still go out and live your same lifestyle. Things are going to get tough for a lot of people in my area. I sympathize with you until you impede my traffic patterns. I have to be able to go get under the water because it makes me mentally fucking right on the next day. I know what I want to do for the rest of my life, and then that's it. 20 years. I'm on borrowed time. I'm 2 years after my dad died. Fuck yeah, I'm rocking it.
She is such a stubborn fucking bulldog.
Which one, her?
Yes. She will not go potty out that way. She keeps staring at the door.
Just leave her out here. I got her.
Okay.
It's all sunken and that stuff smells. Can you smell it now?
So bad.
I know. I got it, love. It's my fault. My fault.
Just don't let her mess with it.
No, she won't. She's smelling and saying that's death. What happened is I had all these skins and I soaked them. They're all the skins from last year. They were hard and crunchy. I've learned how to do leather like this now. This is what they all look like now. All those up there. Plus all 100 this year, so that's 200 more skins. Some of them will be donated to the dogs, wrapped around the bones. Hang on, let me let Penelope in. I got you, girl. I got you. I got you. I'm sorry. She didn't do anything, love. That's Penelope. My middle child. First daughter. Well, second daughter, but the first one that claims me. And I just, by doing this in the garage, if I would have gotten to what I needed to do, I already had some processing. They need another week, so I'm like, oh, we'll just keep those in the water thing for a week. Just get them ready to be wet, because they turn right back to leather, right? Feels like a chamois is what it feels like. So that's what I'm going to do with these right here. I could make chamois out of them. That's what they make chamois out of. I don't want to be that guy that's out there chamoising with a gray and a white one. Maybe I do. I get my truck washed every day. I just do the drive-through, and then I get to vacuum it if I want and wipe it down with hand towels that they give us. And I decide to take my chamois out there. You ever wash a car and chamois it off? My generation has. Our dads knew good chamois. Good chamois were skins of animals. The better quality, the better the chamois, and the more expensive. It's when people did things themselves, right? I just lost a neighbor. He had a good life. Cancer, it sounded like. Larry. And that guy every Saturday, right? Corporate dude. Drove the hill. I lived with rich people. I knew how to make money. We'd come home, and every Saturday at 8 o'clock, he'd be out washing both the cars, vacuum, doing exactly what I pay $30 a month for, or whatever I don't know, my wife does it. I don't want to have to tip anybody. It's not because I'm cheap. What the fuck did you do? Like, how come nobody tips us? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. Who cares? I get to go tomorrow. Get up at 5:30. go work, wash my truck. You go to the car wash right when it opens, nobody's there. You can park anywhere you want to chamois away. Now my day is free to be me. And me is performing for you guys by doing this in one fucking day. This thing was killed. I don't know what time it is wherever you're at, but here it is 7 o'clock. So I left my house, got there, talked, hung out, talked to the Canadian geese, took pictures. In the water by 1:30. I think I was in the water for an hour. I could have been there an hour and 20 minutes. I had that much air in my tank. I don't care. You don't suck it all the way down. Call it a day when it's the visibility. Be lucky you found one. Don't take it for granted. This is a skill. Now this is a fish everybody swims over. Guys have called me and said, "Hey, I've done this for 20 years. What are you doing? You're definitely not better than me." You're right. I'll show you, and then you'll become better than me. Don't come to my spots. Get out of here, assholes, in your boats. Who cares? Go to my spots. I find new spots. I'm walking in. This is the healthiest I've ever been. Sure, I took 2 days off from drinking. I had 2 beers. This is it. Got half a beer left. 9% or so. Not bad. Dinner time?
Almost.
What music do you have going on?
It's Bruno.
You came out dancing. Look at her. She needs to see everything that's happening. Do you drop some for her? I always do.
Not of the adult food.
I do. You got to get her used to it. Look at how big she is.
That's why she's big.
I know. I know. Dolly's growing. This is done. Love, that's a pretty cool idea though, right here, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the heart. Look at this one's actually a heart.
I love that.
Yeah, okay. Back in the day, you see these in the pet store, right?
You should make them all hearts.
Do you know how hard it is to make them a heart? I can just roll them out like cookie dough, right? You make that hamburger, you roll it out like cookie dough. We get some cookie cutters, right? The shape of a halibut.
Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
The shape of a halibut. I can get a cookie cutter from China made for me for $29. Compliments the brewery. Maybe that's my next business. That's how I retire. 100% sustainability, number one, dickhead Dave. And do not convict. Listen, I have a lot of friends that are named Dave. This guy is just a chef. He's in one of the groups that likes to just say, you don't know what 100% sustainability is. Dave, you are my bitch at this point. I want you to understand that. Please don't ever speak up again. This is 100% sustainability. Dave had a problem with how many I'm killing. That's why it's not sustainable. Okay? And do not get this messed up with your saltwater guy, Dave. It's not him. This is dickhead Dave, I call him. Why can't I give my dogs what you go buy for, like, this is omega in it. This is what they sell your dumb dog in capsules when they're herding. Fish oil, omega. I can do that for my dogs for free now. I'm sorry you have to pay $79 a pound for this and I'm disrespecting you. Because you're a chef? Get on my level, bitch. I didn't go to school for chefery. I don't even know if it's called chefery. What a fun word. But I'll be honest. Let's just talk about my day. How healthy was it? If you find that it was healthy, and I inspired you in a little way, I'm 50. Okay, I got one more month and I'm 55. Matter of fact, my 13th fish was special to me. It's on Father's Day. Kids don't give you a call, you know it's coming. Everybody's like, just give it time. Fuck that. I don't even think I'd let it happen at this point. That's some deranged fucking thinking. Cutting a dad out that fucking fought for you, that you lived with, that you have memories. And I'm the asshole. Well, okay. Don't look at YouTube. Because it proves a different story. Don't ever come on and say I was a bad dad. I will fuck your world up, kid. It's over. Go about your life. Daddy's gonna succeed. Maybe this is it. You know, you got a cute Labrador or whatever pictures Granny sent me.
Dinner's ready.
What do we have?
Carnitas tacos.
I'm on my way. Have a blessed evening, everybody. I'll be back again tomorrow on YouTube. If I'm not on YouTube, it means they only gave me a blip of people and are testing me. I'll go back to the smaller leagues. It's where I make my most videos. Please follow me on all social media, CWolf13. Some days, if you would have been on Facebook, you would have saw that picture at 3:30. So I was in the water for less than an hour. Boom, driving home before traffic. Now I gotta get out of the water. I gotta get fish clean. I gotta perform for you. It's a daily event, so please follow me, CWolf13, on all social media. If you want to go to my website, CWolf13.net. Have a good evening.